On April 27, 2024, Mica Miller was found dead in Lumber River State Park in North Carolina. The 30-year-old's husband, John Paul Miller, the pastor at the Solid Rock and Market Common Church in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, has said his wife's death was a suicide. A medical examiner said Mica died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. However, family members have called on authorities to investigate her death, which they say came days after she filed for divorce. Friends of hers have said they don't believe that she took her life. October 2023, Mica Miller files for divorce from her husband. February 2024, the divorce case is dismissed on February 13th, according to the Sun News. Now, on February 22nd and 23rd, John Paul Miller files for separation. Sometime in February, John Paul Miller removed Mica's personal items from the home they shared while she was admitted to Waccamaw Center for Mental Health. According to a sworn affidavit from her sister, Sierra Francis, that was filed May 2nd as part of an application to be the special administrator for her sister's estate. Sierra stating, quote, "My sister was not aware that her personal possessions had been removed from her residence until she was released from the hospital," end quote. Francis said her sister had also, quote, "expressed the abuse and violence against her by her husband to others," end quote, including family members and members of the church congregation. Quote, "If I wind up dead with a bullet in my head, it was not by me, it was JP," end quote. The court affidavit from Mica Miller's sister makes some serious allegations. Francis further stating, quote, "Prior to her admission to Waccamaw, Mica was gathering and sorting the evidence she had to bring to an attorney for filing for divorce to support her claims against Mr. Miller, and as to his abuse character, his paramours and associates he paid off or blackmailed. While at the facility, those documents, emails, files, etc., were removed from her phone, personal laptop, vehicle, and purse and never recovered," end quote. March 11th, 2024. Two incident reports from March 11th detail Mica's reports about a man following her, harassing her, and deflating her tires. In one report, an officer with the Horry County Police Department in South Carolina wrote that Mica reported hearing a pop and noticed metal protruding from her tire. The metal was a tire deflation device that could be purchased online, the officer wrote. Mica named a suspect, whose name was redacted in the report, whom she believed was responsible. However, police said there was not sufficient evidence to prove the suspect placed the device. Later that day, Mica reported to police that the suspect she believed was responsible for slashing her tire had pulled up next to her pump at a gas station and tried to talk to her. She told the man to go away and said she did not want to talk. An affidavit filed on May 2nd by Mica's brother Nathaniel Francis said her sister reported that her estranged husband was stalking her, stating, quote, "Mica made several police reports over the last few weeks of her tires being slashed and tracking devices found on her car. In Mr. Miller's email forwarded to me, he apologizes to Mica for the tires and causing damage to her vehicle," end quote. Nathaniel also said that his sister told him that on numerous occasions that she feared John Paul Miller and wanted to escape him. March 12th, 2024. The February separation is dismissed without prejudice. March 18th, 2024. Mica Miller posts a video on Facebook telling people that she is alive and well, and here is that video.
Hey everybody, I just want to let you know that I'm alive and well, and life's been kind of crazy the couple past weeks, months, years, but I've kind of had to keep my circle really small for the past couple weeks just because I'm going through a lot and it's hard and it's my cross to bear. It's the thing that God has put in my life to deal with, and I don't want to bring a lot of people into it. I'm so thankful to God for a strong family and the friends that God has put in my life to be there for me at this time. I just wanted to share that my heart and my prayer is that the church would stay strong, that y'all would stick together, because the church is God's people. It's not a man, it's not a person, it's not me, it's God's people, the bride of Christ. And it's a lot of really good people in the church that that I just hope would continue on, press toward the calling, run your race, stay encouraged, stay in your word, keep worshiping. Like I can't wait to worship again with everybody, but for now I'm just worshiping with me and Jesus to God. And I don't think God would be pleased with me if I just jumped right into missions and women's events and creative directing and worship leading and stuff. I think when your world is shook up, you need to take a pause. And I can only pray that more people will take a pause and I'm trying to get my priorities straight right now. And that's making sure that my heart doesn't have any unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment, just forgiveness and hope for the future and peace. Because you can't put a price on peace from God. So thank you for all your prayers and support. Know that I have to keep my circle really, really small right now. I'm used to having a really big circle, so it's hard because I want to reach out to everybody and tell you how much I love you and I miss you. But this is the best way that I know how. So I love you all. I miss you. Thank you for your love and support over the last couple years. And some of you, up to 18 years walking with me as my friends. And for right now, I've just had to put everything on pause to get myself right. And I think God's happy with that. So keep praying for me. Thank you. And I love you. I'll be praying for you. God bless you. Bye.